Let's see here. Magnus Flamebeard cheered. He said, looking forward to Sunday Super Mario 64 fun. Me too. Not only because, number one, I know the game is great. I've only played it twice. Never did anything for YouTube or Twitch with it, so it's like an original, fresh playthrough for everyone. Number two, because people have been wanting to see this for a while. Number three, because it's an opportunity to do a fun marathon session and hopefully raise a lot of funds to help me out. And number four, because we might have a really cool, positive reveal surprise during it, so we'll see. Nightwing Cheer, he says, I got a Minecraft addiction since I watched your last Minecraft stream. Oh yeah? So you're playing it, you can't stop yourself, huh? Oh shit, almost knocked my phone over. Whoops. Ah. Whoa. Top 19. My problem is I don't have anything like nothing good sniper, right? And my loadouts aren't good for distance. They're only 2 times zoom. I don't think I need 2 fucking sensor darts. Johnny Skidmarks, cheers. So what do you think of the Minecraft resurgence on YouTube? Now that PewDiePie started playing it again. I didn't even know that. I didn't know PewDiePie started playing it, and I didn't know there was a resurgence. I've been playing it all along for the past 8 months, so I don't know anything about that. M5NSX, cheers. In your opinion, are drivers in Washington State better or worse than those in Connecticut? Better? They're not great, but they're much better. Connecticut was, like, getting so fucking bad. I'm so glad I'm out of there, seriously. I hated driving in Connecticut. X-Plant tipped $1. So how come you say YouTube is an archive, but you have to make your Twitch stuff compatible for YouTube? Is there really a point to YouTube anymore since it only makes like 30% compared to last year? There is. As I've told you many times, my YouTube viewers are my bread and butter. These are the people who made me popular to begin with. These are the people that allow me to continue to be popular because they're the ones who gave me the popularity to begin with. Even though a lot of them just watch the videos on YouTube, I know for a fact they come and support, whether they pledge to my Patreon, send an anonymous tip every once in a while. You know, these people help me out, significantly. I know this still. Now, do I make a lot more on Twitch than YouTube? Fuck yes, like way more. So obviously there's a ton of stuff that I do that caters to my streaming audience. A ton. I made ridiculous amounts of changes. But I'm not going to abandon the people who made me who I am just because YouTube fucked me over the years, which is exactly what happened. YouTube's changes to their business model and like fucked me over completely and made it so that I couldn't make a living on YouTube anymore. I'm not going to punish the viewers for that. So I will continue to put out YouTube-related content, meaning archives of my streams and the what like, as a service to those who've supported me for a long time. Someone just tried to snipe me. I see him, he's right there.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Might just chill here for a bit, under the rock.
Supply drop inbound.
There you go. Stinky Dink says, I began as a fan of your YouTube around 2011. I appreciate that you upload to YouTube because Twitch is completely unreliable unless I force watch it at like 480p or 360p. See? It's true YouTube uses way less bandwidth. It just does. You gotta know why? Because Google's filthy fucking rich. They've got the better servers. They got the better capacity. So they can have things run much more efficiently or better than Twitch can. Not to say Twitch isn't making tons of money and growing, because they are. But YouTube just sadly, still to this day, is the best video on demand website. No one can compete with them. So that's why I will continue to use it to help my fans. Here's someone. Top 10. There's someone right near me, though. Top 9. Top 8. Oh my god, they're all killing each other off. I'm not pissed off at all, Chewbacca. I'm not pissed off at all. I'm answering questions honestly, and some people take honesty when it's not a nice answer or exactly what they want to hear as like being agitated or being, you know, it's just truth. Truth is not always what you want to hear. It's not a happy answer. It's not sugarcoating, you know? Top 7. Jesus
Be
Christ.
advised. Further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone.
Top 6. Wow.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
That's all I wanted is armor. Top 5, baby. That's how it's done. Right there. Top 3.
Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone.
No armor repair available. Sucks.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
No idea. I don't see him. Fuck. This sucks. I can't see him, man. I got him! Holy shit, I got him! Holy shit!
Exactly how we drilled it. Hotel Sierra.
I actually fucking got him. Holy shit. Wow. I didn't expect to win that one and I got him. Wow. Woo! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh my goodness. Listen to that music. Oh my god, what is this? Yeah. Well, I got my contracts all complete. Look at that. All my challenges got completed by that match. Oh, we got a lot of shout outs. Let's see here. Hickety Cheers said, do you have a Roth IRA? Because I had a helicopter company. No, I had stuff, but I had to cash it all out. I needed money to pay bills and shit, and I had to cash out all the retirement stuff and everything that I had because I couldn't afford anything, so it's all gone. Xplant to me another $1 and said, honest question, if YouTube was demonetized, absolutely no hope at all for a fix, would you still upload to it? And honestly, don't think anyone would fault you if you didn't. If there was zero monetization available on YouTube, more than likely what I would do is I would leave the archives on Twitch, at least temporarily, maybe say for the day, and then maybe the next day I would upload to YouTube, so at least I can get a tiny bit of revenue, because ads on Twitch also are terrible. So I would get like a minuscule amount of money of people watching ads on my on-demand videos on Twitch, so at least I make a little bit, and I would still upload to YouTube. I wouldn't stop uploading to YouTube. Bentboxer just cheered and said, swoot! Man, just Flamer did a 200-bit cheer, said, praise the sun for your victory. Praise the sun. Thank you very much. Just Some Dude Gaming. Resubscribe for 15 months. Thank you very much, Just Some Dude Gaming. Ben Boxer Cheers said, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, sheen dinner. Wow, it's been a long time since we heard that one. And Babyman Gaming 231 did a 500-bit cheer and said, good job, Phil. Thank you to Babyman Gaming 231. Not 321, not 123, but 231. For the 500-bit cheer, the biggest cheer of the night. I appreciate that. Again, thanks everyone for your contributions. Reminder, the best way to help me tonight is to tip me. So if all you want to help me more, please do so, okay? All right. Boom. I earned myself 2 black market drops, or cases, or whatever the fuck they are. Here we go.
What else can I do for you?
Oh, wow. That was an amazing one. I'm glad I did it. Oh, wow. That was an amazing one. I'm glad I did it. What a waste of everybody's fucking time. So, what contracts do we have that I can do now? Win a game having scavenged 20 items or less. Place in the top 3 in the quads game. Not going to do that. Open 3 supply drops. Kill 30 zombies. Destroy 2 moving vehicles with a mesh mine. Kill 5 enemies within 2 seconds of downing them. 2 seconds of downing them? What? That doesn't even make sense. There's no downing in the mode I play. So I guess open 3 supply drops. I guess this one. Win a game, scavenge 20 items or less. That's like nearly impossible. Okay. Why can't we be friends? Cheers. I hate to sound dark, but do you have a will set up just in case? No, I don't. No will set up. I don't. Maybe one day I will, but I don't right now. Okay. Downing them is in squads. Ah. Well, I don't play squads. Ja, Popsicolo says, looking for a good downtime game? How about Neopets on the PS2? I remember that. Shit, I think I remember selling that when I worked at Best Buy. Evilibrium has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Evilibrium, for the sub. I appreciate that. Wow, I was looking at emails for like 2 hours, and they just all came in at once. Holy shit. My email box is overflowing. Akam Toto says, I prefer being here in real life interacting with your streams. I hear you. I hear you. A lot of people prefer that, you know? And I get that. I get that you like to have that direct line to me, that direct interaction with me. You like that. It feels more personal. I agree with you. But if you can't do it, if you absolutely can't be here, then, you know, that's, again, that's what DSP Gaming on YouTube is for, okay? Okay, delete a bunch of garbage. Oh my gosh, so many. Okay, here we go. Yes, I do upload the chill streams to YouTube. FYI, guys, I'm playing roughly another half hour or so. We'll see how the matches go. You know, if I got a longer match or whatever going on, then I'll consider, you know, keep going. But we'll see. Roughly another half hour at least. Do I need to comment? Do I need to fucking comment? All right, M5NSX did 100-bit cheer and asked, would I ever play another Sims game as a chill stream? I mean, it's possible. I don't know if I would play any of the Sims, like the Sims 4, whatever the latest one is. That shit's too old. But if, like, let's say, for example, if the Sims 5 ever fucking happens, okay, then yeah, then I would consider doing it. But only if there was, like, a brand fucking new Sims game or whatever, then I would consider possibly playing it. But there's no way I would, like, go and play an old-ass Sims game as a chill stream now. No. Nightwing 420 cheers. Said if you make it to top 3, I'll name myself Baby Man Gaming 420. You do realize I already won a match tonight, right? I just won the last match. Maybe you weren't paying attention. Welcome back, Ratty Bag. I did play Sims 4 when it was new. When it was a new release, I did play it. Ah, fuck. I did play it, and I didn't dislike it. I thought it was alright. I ended up playing it, if you remember, 2 separate sessions. First, it was kind of a session to learn the ropes and make certain characters. Then I actually did an extended simulation of a certain character who I had made. And I thought was pretty interesting. But basically, people got bored of it before I did. People were telling me it was too boring to do something else, so I stopped playing it.
Potential collapse detected.
Oh, fuck.
Advise relocation to indicated safe zone.
Well, not gonna lie, this sucks. Already got a backpack, don't I? Anything good here? What's this? Damn it, I thought it was a fucking... What do you call it? Health bag or whatever they're called. A colostomy bag? There it is. I found the colostomy bag. There it is. Ah, I found it. The colostomy bag. Good. Now I don't have to worry about shitting myself. Yes.
Supply drop inbound.
Garbage. Yeah, I gotta start moving. I'm gonna run up like 1 floor and see, and then I'm gonna get out of here. You see, it was worth it because there's armor. It was actually worth it. Alright, time to get out of here. No boat. Oh, the zombies spawn, but I'm not gonna fight them. Nope. I'm just gonna swim. Huh. Alright. Thanks so far for a great stream tonight, guys. I would say this stream has been a lot better than last week's Blackout stream. I'm actually having fun this week, which is a good thing. I got a win this week, which is a good thing. Thanks for your support. Again, please tip me if at all you can. I really need the help right now.
Get to safety.
Reminder, tomorrow I'll be playing a very chill stream of Dragon Quest Builders 2. And then following that, I'll be playing some more Judgment. Cody Carl's cheers said, when you were in your early 20s, what would you go to find women? The bar? Asking for a friend. In reality, I didn't really go to bars at all. For me, like I told you guys, it really wasn't that big of a deal because I was working. I was trying to pay off my student loans and shit. I was trying to find a steady job that would pay. And I was trying to, like, make my own life as I was still being competitive in Street Fighter. Those were kind of my focuses. Quite frankly, I didn't really care about women. Just being honest, you know? Like, I wasn't a focus of mine at that time in the early 20s or whatever. I was more about trying to establish a life for myself and trying to figure out what the hell do I want to do with my life? What do I want, you know? I had a college degree in finance that was fucking worthless, you know? So I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do to make a living or anything. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with my entire life. So it was kind of a weird part of my life. Like, honestly, until things changed for me a little bit and I got a little bit more solid and settled down into things, I really never started looking for, like, a significant other that was serious. Maybe every once in a while there'd be a fling or someone, but it was never serious until much later in life, so. Kind of hard to have an ongoing, meaningful relationship when a lot of the times I was spending all my free time playing Street Fighter arcades on weekends, traveling to play Street Fighter, and I did that for a long time. I'm telling you, that was like from the year 2000 to like 2007. I was constantly Street Fighter, Street Fighter, Street Fighter. And of course, I had to do it at the time when there was no money in it, and there was no actual, like, popularity. You didn't get anything out of doing it. It was just for the love of the game. Now, of course, there's like, you can make a whole living doing it and shit. But it was never like that back then. Oh, I gotta move. Vehicle? I guess I'll grab it. Okay. What the fuck? The shockwave of the thing knocked the wall down? What? There was a force shockwave that came off the front of the ATV that knocked the gate down. What the hell was that? What on earth was that, man? See you tomorrow, Venom. Have a good night. Agaptoto says he had to get, like serious shots to go where he's going. Oh, yeah? I wonder where you're going. I mean, you don't have to tell me. In fact, I prefer you don't tell me. That way people can't, you know, say they know personal shit about you and stuff. But, I mean, that's interesting. I don't want that. I didn't even know I had that. Am I getting inheritance from my parents? I'm pretty sure they don't have any. You know, when both my parents... Well, if one of my parents passes away, I don't know what would happen. I don't know if they would want to stay at that house or move into somewhere else. You know what I mean? I guess it depends also on which parent and how healthy they are. You know, I had a serious conversation with my mom when I was in Connecticut that basically, you know, in the future, if my parents' health debilitates more and one parent's still alive while the other one's not, then one of them might have to move out here, you know, close to us so that we can basically help them and stuff. You know what I mean? It might just happen. What are you going to do? But I don't know. No inheritance, no. Nightwing cheers to Dark Side Push. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I guess it was it was my force powers coming off the fucking ATV. Knocks the wall down. Johnny Skinmark cheers said, why do you stop reading cheers around 5:30 my time on your first stream? Is it because you're close to the end of the stream and just want to clock out and eat dinner? I'm not sure what you mean. 5:30 your time? I stream till 4 p.m. my time, and I read cheers all the way up to the end. So I'm not even sure what you mean by that. Unless you're talking about the late stream I stop reading cheers near the end. I usually will read all cheers that are, you know, not derailing and not negative. I want to give everyone a shout out, you know. Why am I talking about my parents are about to die? Because they could. They have serious medical issues to where either of them could actually pass away. They kind of have prepared me for this and said, you know, you're expecting that might happen. There he goes. I don't know why he didn't loot this place. He ran away. He ran that way. I still hear him. I still see him.
Circle collapse imminent.
There he goes.
Safety.
I don't know. I'm going to go over here. I kind of lost him. Swap the 3 times for the 3 times.
Supply drop inbound.
Like I told you guys, one of the major reasons I went to Connecticut, the original reason I was going to Connecticut in April to visit my parents is because it's probably the last time I'm going to see at least one of them in person. I knew that going out there. The thing is, people try to make a liar. Oh, Phil lied. He really was secretly planning a wedding the whole time. That's the only reason he went out there, and he made the whole thing up. And no, that's the truth of the matter. Is my parents are getting up there in age. They both have serious medical problems, and they're kind of lucky that neither of them have had anything crazy bad happen so far. But it's basically limited time. You know what I mean? That's why I was very happy to go out there in April and spend time with them, and Kat got to meet them, and we did fun stuff together. It was amazing. Why do you think? I mean, I'll be very honest. The wedding was a thing that Kat and I wanted to do, but we were in no hurry to do. But once my parents said, listen, you should come out here and spend time with us because we both have medical issues or whatever, we were like, maybe now's the time. Maybe even now, we were talking about it, this isn't the time because we might not get the chance. You know what I mean? Again, next time maybe one of my parents passed away, it would be terrible. When we have the chance to do it now, let's just do it. So we did, you know? We really were. We were pressured a little bit to do it. And I really don't feel we did it too early. I don't. I think we did it at the right time anyway. Like, we were ready. But, you know, that's just kind of the bottom line.
Further collapse expected.
But the thing is, people don't believe me. They constantly think I'm just making shit up. So, yeah, you know... Of course, Phil lied about all that. His parents don't have any problems at all, right? Okay. Why can't we be friends, Teresa? Did you do anything with that finance degree? Was it completely worthless? The only thing I ever did, I worked at Wells Fargo Financial directly out of college, which I thought was a job related to, like, directly into finance and investments. It wasn't. What it was a predatory lender. They found people who had bad credit scores and basically gave them unreasonably high interest rate and also unreasonably high loan-to-value loans on their homes that they knew these people were not going to be able to fucking pay off, especially with the whole real estate market the way it was going. The interest rate, there'd be variable rates to variable fucking rate mortgage, high loan to value. So these people ended up owing more on their home than what their home was worth by a ton. And they couldn't pay it off. And a lot of these people probably lost their houses. And I only worked there for about a year, and then I quit. I couldn't take it anymore. Jumanji tipped me $1 and asks, what do I eat for dinner? Let me guess, Indian vegetarian Italian cheeseburger, cheese with bacon and clam juice. That's actually very close. It wasn't bacon and clam juice. It was prosciutto and mussels juice. Oh, someone died in the stairwell. There's someone right near me. There's someone in the building next to me. Not anymore. That's about all I want, maybe. Equip these. I didn't want that. Okay, dude, I have 3 fucking, are you kidding me? I have 3 trauma kits. Oh, here we go. I'm Hot Dog, the asshole who insulted me earlier, and now he's trolling me, saying I had a forced wedding or something. What the fuck are you talking about? A forced wedding? What does that even mean? You're an idiot. Explain to me $1. Says there were any positive developments with the condo? Let me put it this way. At this point, I have no idea what's going to happen. I just know there's no way I'm going to own it permanently anymore. So, I don't know how it's going to go down, but I would think probably sooner rather than later, I won't own a condo in Connecticut anymore. And it's basically going to ruin my credit for a long time because of this, but at least hopefully in the short term, it'll give me a little bit of relief. I don't know how much it's going to give me. Whatever, that was lame. That was incredibly lame. Because he was there at the window, I go to zoom in, the game zooms in over here, then he strafes in and is spraying, and somehow he hits me every bullet and kills me. Fuck off. Complete garbage. But yeah, basically, I'm not going to be owning that condo forever. I mean, and the thing is, it might have long-term negative repercussions because the condo, let's say, for example, the condo in Connecticut, let's say we can't come to an agreement. I can't come to an agreement with the mortgage company on how to have an amicable resolution. So basically, they just foreclose on it, they sell it off, and then they sue me for the remainder of money that I owe. That could happen, and then I might end up having to pay off that money. Now, would that be worst case scenario? I don't know. Like, I don't know how much money reasonably it would even be. And more than likely it would be at a situation where I can afford it, because I can't afford anything right now. So if I could prove to them, listen, you shouldn't afford nothing. How am I supposed to pay you this money? More than likely it would have to be on reasonable terms that a court would determine or whatever. I don't know. But, that condo is going to be gone. There's nothing I can do about it. That thing's out of here, man. Yes, Cody Carls, this is not even a new troll meme. Listen to this. So Cody Carls Cheery said, what's people saying you planned your sickness a month in advance to avoid a podcast? This is a new troll meme. This apparently is based on something that happened like 3 years ago. I think it was supposedly supposed to be a podcast that, of all people, Wings of Redemption wanted me to be on. Long before I became a full-time streamer, and somehow Wings of Redemption memes became a part of my streams, which I don't even understand how the fuck that happened. But like 3 years ago, they wanted me to be on a podcast, okay? Basically, when it was supposed to be, I got sick. I felt awful. I didn't do any work that day at all. I didn't stream nothing. I was very sick. And I told them I would still like to be on the podcast. Let me know when they're going to do it again so that I could be on, because I would still like to be a guest. They said, okay, we'll let you know. Well, I never, ever received another email whatsoever from Wings of Redemption ever again. Never. I never got an email about it at all. Period. Apparently later that week, I got better. I went back on stream. I was streaming again, waiting to hear from them. Apparently they had the podcast without telling me, and the whole podcast was about how I lied about being sick. I dodged them, and apparently they riffed on me the whole podcast, even though I don't know anything about it. I was honestly sick. I couldn't be on the podcast because I was sick. I told them I wanted to be on it later. They did it again without ever telling me it was happening, and then they made fun of me the whole time. So after that, I was like, why the fuck would I ever want to be on these idiots' podcasts? They're a bunch of fucking assholes who just wanted to start drama. It's apparent this is what they wanted to begin with. So I never cared about it again. I guess one of the assholes from that podcast apparently made a joke this week about, oh, I wanted Phil on my podcast in August, but he already told me in advance he's going to be sick next month. So basically, I guess he's making some kind of fucking insult against me, underhanded insult about something that happened 3 fucking years ago that I literally had nothing to do with. It's all them creating the drama and lying to make drama for themselves, to make, I guess, some content for their streams or whatever. So basically, a shithead lying out of their ass to get drama attention. Are you surprised this is with the state of people on the internet? Idiots lying about stuff to get drama attention for themselves? Apparently this guy, too, I've never even talked to this guy. Like, I've never even talked to this guy before, ever. I don't know who the fuck he is. I've never had contact with the guy who's talking shit about me.
Lancer 1-2 above mission area. Go, go, go!
Oh. Okay. This very well might be the last game of the night, everybody. So your last chance, if you want to ask me a question, you want to cheer, sub, or tip, and all of that jazz. Ben Boxer is saying, do you think I'll have enough money to save up for a vacation? Dude, no. I have no money for anything. Alright? But you need to understand, because he said, oh, well, if you don't pay that mortgage anymore, you'll have a lot of extra money, right? No. What a piece of shit gun. Anyway, one more. Yeah, he had a Spitfire. I had a piece of garbage gun. One more game, I guess. But you don't understand, Bitboxer? It's very simple. I make way less money this year than I used to. Like, this year, with how bad my YouTube channel dipped in January, I actually make more, I make less than $1,000. All right, how can I say this? I make even more than $1,000 less every month this year than I did all of last year. My income went down by a giant chunk starting in January of this year by over $1,000. So even though I may not be paying the mortgage in Connecticut anymore. All it did was make up for the money that I'm not making off of YouTube anymore, and that's why I can't afford anything. You see what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, oh, Phil he's not paying a mortgage in Connecticut anymore, so now he has all this extra money. No, the reason I stopped paying the mortgage in Connecticut is because I'm not making the money to pay the mortgage in Connecticut anymore. So, I don't have any money at all. I have no money for anything. Mobile Stiltskins, Nightbot does not ban you for mentioning Wings of Redemption. It might time you out, but it did not ban you. So, you'll be back sooner rather than later. Don't worry about it. Just don't say that again. It's one of the banned terms. X planted $1 million. It was the condo a bad choice from the get-go? Was it unfortunate events that screwed you in the long run? The condo in Connecticut, I hate to say it, like, the only positive that ever came out of that condo was that in my formative years of YouTube, I had a place to film, and it was outside of a noisy or shitty place to film, even though it wasn't great. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't great, and especially when I wanted to start streaming, the internet was terrible there, and it wasn't good enough to do all the stuff that I wanted to do for the future. That's why I keep telling people I would never be able to move back in. The internet there is not good enough for daily live streaming. It's not. That's why I had to get out of there within a year, because I had so many issues with the internet constantly that I had to get out of there to begin with. But the only positive I ever got out of that condo was initially having an isolated place where I could film for myself those first few years. The real reason I bought that condo in Connecticut, it was a bad investment. It was expensive, but it was close to where I was working at my office job at the time, and it was basically like a bachelor pad. So it allowed me to be close to work, but also to have other stuff going on, like YouTube, or have friends over to play Street Fighter or whatever. If I had stayed at that job, that place would have been great. Like, if I had stayed at that office job, that would have been a really good investment. But they laid me off within a year. So essentially, I spent a ridiculous amount of money on a place and got into financial distress of a place that I can't even sell anymore, owing way more on a mortgage than the place is worth, because that old office job completely fucked me over. That's why. It was just a shitty situation where a job didn't treat me properly. They didn't pay me for the work I did. They mistreated me completely. And then they ended up fucking, you know, laying me off unfairly, too. Because it wasn't like I did anything wrong or I was, didn't do good work. In fact, I got commendation for how well I had done at the job only 2 months before they laid me off. It was just a ridiculously bad business that was falling and running themselves into the ground, and they laid me off, and it completely screwed me over. Like I said, if I still had that office job, I never would have done YouTube full-time. YouTube would have always been a side hobby, and I probably would have still done videos and made money on them. I would have monetized them, but it never would have been my source of income. I would have kept the office job and always done YouTube as like a night thing for 2-3 hours a night, and it probably would have been way more stable. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I might as well just quit out now. Seriously, because I can't even get any items or nothing. Yeah, they laid my father off too. That's correct, Cody Carls. Did I get a redundancy package? What I got was they don't call that. They call it severance pay. And it was basically like 2 months salary. It was like minuscule. That's a zombie. Don't get me wrong, it was better than nothing. I did appreciate they gave me something, but I would have liked having the job instead of working my ass off for 5 years just to be dumped because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. Alright, I gotta get out of here. But, bottom line is, even I stayed at that company, still things would have fallen apart because they don't even exist anymore. That company completely is gone, and any employees who they still had, they shuffled around and threw, carted off to other jobs because the company basically went out of business, essentially. Have I ever been in the hood, says Nightwing? I hate to tell you this, but my parents' house basically is in the hood. My parents' house is in what's considered part of a ghetto part of Bridgeport. As Kat saw firsthand when we visited, and she was like, oh my god. I was like, don't worry, I know my way around. I know what I'm doing. We're not going to go down the wrong street and get shot or anything, but we just got to be careful and be sure not to hang out here too much unless we're at my parents' house inside the house, which is exactly what we did. It's not a good area, Bridgeport, that they live in. Timbo Slice Cheer said, reality is things in early life teach you things for later in life. Life could be completely different if you stayed at a job. Look at it this way. You met Kat through those events. And that is correct. The truth of the matter is, if all the bad things didn't happen, the good things also wouldn't have happened. And like I said, I really like my life right now. I love living here. I love being with Kat. I love the life we built for each other, and our personal life is amazing. I want it to stay like this, which is why I'm so worried about finances and everything, because I don't know how bad it's going to get, you know? How bad is it going to be? How much am I not going to be able to pay? Am I going to get sued into oblivion? Am I going to eventually have to declare bankruptcy? I have no idea what's going to happen. You know, I really don't. Oh, no, I'm never playing Mario Kart 8 again. I only have it on the Wii U. I don't have it for the Switch or anything else. And I have no plans on ever playing it again. How much did my office job pay? We're talking, like, Jesus. We're talking over 10 years ago now? Let me think about this. How much did they pay me? It was good pay, don't get me wrong. I think, let me think about this. I think the office job was paying me, when I got laid off, I want to say I had just gotten a raise, essentially, which is hilarious. They laid me off after giving me a raise the year before. And I think I had finally just was starting to make like $60,000 a year. I think. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know. It's been a long time. I certainly haven't looked at anything in a million years. But I think I was making roughly about that when they laid me off. Okay? But the bottom line is, that, you know, I was doing work, and I was working my ass off at this job, doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. I was doing the work of what's considered a continuous improvement person, someone who goes for specialist training to basically revamp a business. So I was doing these crazy high-level process maps of the stuff inside this business. I was leading fucking events that someone who does that job should be getting paid, no lie, like $100,000 a year. And I know because my dad had that job, and he was getting paid way more than me. Yet they had me doing the same work as my dad, and they were paying me like $50,000 less than what my dad was fucking making. So they basically screwed me over. They had me doing high-level work, didn't ever pay me for the work that I was doing. They were still paying me the pay of a customer service rep. And then they fucking laid me off when I finished the work. It was like a total fuck you job. I give up. I won a game tonight already, but I'm just having, I had bad luck outside the win. I'm just done with this. I really don't want to play this game anymore tonight. Alright, let's see. Timbo Slice Cheery said, bankruptcy is not as it was years ago. A lot of people do it, and then years down the road have an amazing life. It's definitely something to look into. Listen, I don't want to do it unless I absolutely have to, but I know there's tons of criteria that you need to have to qualify. Certainly having 2 fucking homes in my name, I'm not going to qualify for it. So if anything, you know, once the condo in Connecticut is out of my name, whether I get sued for whatever the remaining money I owe on it or not happens, I think getting that condo out of my name is going to help me in the long run anyway, because maybe it'll help me to qualify for assistance or whatever in the long run anyway. But there's no way anyone would say, oh, you own 2 homes and you're going to try to get fucking bankruptcy? Yeah, right. That's never going to happen. Cody Carl's Cheers said, did your dad help you get in as a reference, or did you get in by yourself? Basically, my dad told me there were openings at the job, and then he just told me, here, apply, and I did. Now, I'm assuming the people who were hiring knew that I was his son. I don't know how much that factored in, but they were impressed with me. They weren't impressed with necessarily my dad, you know, knowing that I was the son of someone who already worked there or anything like that. And I got another Dollar Troll tip, so. Alright, guys, that is going to be it for tonight's Blackout stream. I can tell you this, much better than last week's, alright? I actually, not only did I get a win and enjoyed some of the gameplay, even though a lot of the games were bullshit, I had fun chilling and talking with you guys. It was a much better stream than last week. Okay, so thank you for that. Well, I am enjoying it. I will continue to do the Blackout streams for the near future. Like I said, we really only have about 2 to 2.5 months left for Blackout anyway, until the new Modern Warfare comes out and no one's going to be playing this anymore. So I guess we should get as much out of it as we can, as long as it remains entertaining. For me this week, this was entertaining. I hope you guys felt this was entertaining this week too. So thanks for that, all right?